comfortable.
Let's do
Yeah.
objectives then.
Yeah, I think let's just do
Yeah.
objection handling then. All right,
Hmm.
beautiful. So I'll be the prospect for all of you guys, okay? And we're just gonna go like I'm gonna put it on a timer, and essentially the most important thing is we're gonna go from price, okay? So I want to go from price, and the most important thing is I want you guys to be able to identify the objection within about 5 minutes. So, price, I want you guys to go through the retie, go to money, go to partner, go to time, look for the objection, and I want to get you guys on a 5 minute timer. If you haven't found it in 5 minutes, I'll tell you what it is, and then you guys can handle the objection for another 5 minutes. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Quick question. Can you get that Miro board up?
No, you have to have your own resources. You need to practice like you play.
And we start from price, is that right?
Yes, we start from price. So,
Okay.
Guy, we did this last time, man. So I think you can
Hmm.
jump in first. And again, no wrong answers. So just to break it down again, I'm going to set a 5 minute timer. So as soon as you deliver price, the time is on. I'm going to have an objection in mind, and I want you just to go through the retail like normal and try and find the objection. Okay. If you get to money, time, and partner within the 5 minutes, well, then we kind of know the objection's fear, right? And then after 5 minutes, if you haven't found it, I'm going to tell you what it is and give you another 5 minutes to try and overcome the objection.
Hmm. Okay, let me just open.
By the way, I'm still
Um,
here. My camera's off.
All good, all good.
Wait a minute. Gully, Sebastian, how are you guys? How's my favorite people?
All right,
let me just open
working.
this.
Sebastian got attacked by scammers.
Was it Iranian scammers?
Yeah,
That might be my uncle.
it might have been you.
Wait, SMMA is a legit business.
I was just talking about that. Okay, so let's dive in. Are you ready, man? Or you ready?
Yeah, I was just yeah, but I'll do at the moment. I was just about to translate to English the pitch,
Okay.
but the price, but that's okay. I'll do it in the moment.
You know what? Just in terms of the price, you don't have to read it like exactly. Just say like it's 500 to work with us, and we'll just get straight into it.
Just say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so to work with us, it's 500.
Okay. Beautiful. I'm just gonna have to have a little think about it, and I'll get back to you.
Perfect, perfect. So I completely understand. In terms of the process and everything we have gone through, do you feel like this is what you are looking for?
Yeah, I think it's great. I really like what you have here. I just need, it's a lot of information, right? So I just want to kind of digest everything, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, okay. And do you feel that this will get you to the 5K amount? Because that's the most important thing.
Um, Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I just want to have a discussion with some people, but I hope it will. Yeah, it's what I'm looking for.
Nice, nice. And why do you think it will?
Um, I don't know. I just I don't really have any marketing at the moment, so it would be kind of, I think, positive in the business to have that.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. So in the terms of what we are going to do on your marketing, what do you feel is the thing that stands out the most about our process to get to that point of the 5K per month?
Obviously, I don't know your service. I'm just going to make something up. I like the fact that you're not just running the ads, but you also like bring them to a landing page. So, look, yeah, I like what you do, man. But I just need to digest a lot of stuff and sort of have a conversation with sort of like some people and just kind of see, if it's going to be kind of worth the money and things like that.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good. So you feel solid on the process and you feel like this can get you to the 5K per month. So just before you go and think about this, I guess what else is on your mind that's making you actually want to think about it? Just to see if I can help you.
I think, obviously I just want to have a look at my finances, just kind of make sure that it's going to be okay with the family, the finances.
I'm sorry, Luis, let me just, sorry, let me just change the internet because I'm with the wrong.
All good. Sebastian's my wife.
Yeah.
That is okay.
No, it was mine. Yeah.
Yeah, all
Now
good.
I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm good. Yeah.
Internet is getting attacked by the hackers.
Yeah, literally. Okay, so you, what did I
Yeah.
just?
So I just asked the what actually would
Oh yeah,
you want to
yeah. I
think
just
about it
need
to see
to,
if I can help. Yeah.
yeah, I just need to look at the money side of things, and kind of talk to some people around me, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, okay. And so let's say that we get you onboarded and you get to the 5K per month and you gave you the ability to, of course, have more freedom and also enjoy more experience and have more opportunities to share with your family and close ones. Would
Mm.
that be worth the 500 we are charging to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So it sounds like this is something you want to do, right?
Okay, pause. So, what do you think? I mean, I don't think you'll get it, but what do you think my objection is going to be?
Like what I think you are going to like go for next
Yeah, like
or
what do you
just
think? What do you think my objection is? Based on some of the things that I said, what do you think the objection is?
so I would think that first of all, if we are here, I would guess the process is all checked up, like all the things about the strategy.
Yeah, not quite.
No?
No, so
Okay.
there was two things that I said. I said when you asked, do I if it's going to get me to a goal, I said I hope so. So that's
Hmm.
little things.
Okay.
I hope so. You want someone to say, "Oh, absolutely, I really do."
Yeah.
Like, we're looking for
Uh-huh.
100% certainty. So uncertainty was the objection, and I've got a partner objection that's going to be a smokescreen for fear. Now, I didn't expect you to get that, but I said it twice to see if I could give you a little bit of an in. I said I need to speak to some people around me. So
Oh yeah, I didn't get that.
I
Yeah.
would have just been like, "Oh, who exactly do you need to speak to?" And I would have said my wife. So now you've got a partner objection. So again, it's you're gonna figure that out anyway, but getting on top of it earlier is better. Yo,
With the partner objection, does that apply to like wife, spouse, all of that?
dog, accountant, fucking
Cool. Okay.
visits,
Because
anyone.
I always assumed it was just business partner.
No, it's yeah, it's a good question. Okay, so that's a really good question because it's gonna go into this. Business partner and wife or life partner, whatever. Those are the two, right? Now, the distinguishing factor between them is business partner is often going to be permission based, more likely than not. So in that scenario, you kind of go for a deposit typically, right? That's like an actual logistical partner objection. Now, wife or spouse is probably going to be the FYI conversation. So regardless if it's spouse or business partner, we still follow the exact same process. And the final question of FYI versus permission is going to be dictate how we respond. Then if it's spouse, you just go down the responsibility play. So heavy is the head that wears the crown. I actually need to add that to the script. But basically, you just try and place the responsibility of the decision on the person you're speaking to and frame it as being unfair to the partner to have to bear the responsibility of making that decision. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
'Cause if they're like, "Oh, I want to go speak to my wife," I'd be like, the questions I would go for, are you the breadwinner? Like who kind of has a responsibility of bringing the money into the family? Typically, it's going to be them. Um, is it fair? Heavy is the head that wears a crown, so it's not the weight of the crown, but the weight of the responsibility. As if we always pass off the responsibility of decisions, we're always passing off the outcome of our life. So, do you want to continue to pass off the outcome, or do you want to take ownership of that? Because who does this outcome affect? And then, is it fair to your partner to place the weight of this responsibility and decision on her head, or do you need to be the one who owns it? And if that doesn't close them, they might just say like something about trust. It's like, well, does your wife trust? Does your spouse trust you? Well, yes, they do. And it's like, well, is trust a noun or a verb? It's a verb. So you actually have to do something for her to trust you. And then you kind of like frame it as getting them closed. But basically, that's like essentially what that is. So Yeah, I want you to just let's keep going. So quickly tackle money, come into partner, and I know I just kind of told you a lot of stuff. I want you to just, to the best of your ability, try and get me to take responsibility for the decision.
Okay, and then I start from money now. Is that
Yeah, so just
right?
go, let's pick it back up. So just go from money. Ask me if the money's doable.
Okay. Um, so the just to make sure, should I treat you by Luis or
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
Okay. So just to make sure, Luis, the 500, is that doable right now?
Yeah, not a problem in terms of the money. I do kind of have to have a conversation with my wife before I spend this kind of money. Just because we're not making that much. But once we have that conversation, I'll get back to you.
Yeah, sure, sure. Just for me, to know, does your wife know you are on this call right now?
Yeah. We talked about it. She's kind of yeah, she knows.
Yeah, perfect. And does he support? Does he want you to do this? What does he think about it?
I would say she's pretty supportive. Yeah, no, she's supportive.
Yeah. And is it like normally you always talk with your wife before make with your wife before making decisions, or it's just today that you want to do it?
I don't know. I mean, I've never invested in like marketing before, but like, I often, no, not really. Like, we always just kind of have a conversation about everything. She's aware of all the stuff that I do,
Mhm.
but yeah, so depends.
Yeah, yeah. And if you talk with her about everything we went through on this call, what do you think she is going to say?
Well, I hope she's gonna say yes, but if she doesn't like it, maybe I've missed something that I didn't notice and that she noticed differently. And that's just kind of why I want to speak to her.
Yeah, yeah, completely understand. And what if she says no, that she doesn't want you to do this?
Well, I mean, I think that, either she's found something that I haven't noticed. Um,
Mhm.
but if that's not the case, if she just says no and there's no reason, I just don't think she's going to say no. It's more, I just want to have the conversation to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Okay, okay. So you don't think she is going to say no, so say no. So you actually believe she is going to say yes, is that correct?
Yeah, I think she will. I just want to show her the courtesy of that. So, quick pause. Now you've got
Mhm.
FYI. So just try and close me. Just do your best. It doesn't matter
And
what.
should I go to time now or
No, for the argument's sake, just for today, just go straight
yeah,
to and close me, okay?
like try to close or should I go to fear or
Well,
do you mean
okay, so yeah, good question. So, all right, that's a good question. So now we're in fear,
Mhm.
but with the partner as the smoke screen. Okay.
Okay.
So essentially, I'm going to keep telling you it's the wife,
Mhm.
but you need to dissect the fact that it's my fear and I'm actually passing off responsibility. Okay.
Okay.
So again, I
So
want you to do the best that you can. There's no wrong answers. Try and ask me questions to expose the fact that I'm just using my wife as an excuse.
mhm.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Just do
So
your
yeah.
best. And if you go wrong, I'll stop you and we'll go from there.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. So Luis, just to be clear, you said a few minutes ago that you are the owner of the business and the only one responsible for it. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a business owner, I work by myself as a therapist.
Yeah, right. So does that mean that at the end of the day, the responsibility of taking the decision and go ahead with any thing or any decision you want to go further is always on you?
Yeah, no, I mean the success of the business is on me for sure.
Okay, okay. And what do you think would need to line up in your mind to make sense to go ahead with this now?
I mean, I think things are pretty lined up for me. I think I do want to kind of I do want to get started. It's only going to be like 24 hours, I just need to speak with her this evening and then we can get started.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of don't know what should I go here. Um,
That's okay. So basically, no, I understand. So at this point, and
because
then
I feel I will just get like in a cycle.
yeah,
I don't
you're
know.
just gonna go around in circles probably.
Yeah.
So exactly. So instead of going around in circles, you just need to cut straight to the point,
Hmm.
right? So what I can do is, so this is something that I'll give you guys the script, heavy is the head that wears a crown. But to be honest, I think it's a little bit long, and I'll send it over into the community. It's a new script that I built, so it's not in the module. But basically, at this point, if they, let's just say the retire, they definitely want to do it. They see, like I was 100%. The
Mhm.
money's fine, and I'm just telling you it's my wife, but it's an FYI. I don't think she's going to say no. Like logically, I shouldn't be saying no, right? I've given you all the answers that I should just do this without having to speak to her, but it's just straight up fear at this point. So we want to kind of like continue to bring in the wife, but also go more direct. So essentially, it's like you did a really good job. Is the responsibility of the business on you or anyone else? I said me. Say, okay, well, what about the responsibility of taking care of the family? You know, where does that responsibility lie? I would have said with me. Say, okay, so again, do you believe that this decision is going to have the best outcome for your business and your family? I would have said yes. And then you sort of could have said, well, whose responsibility is it to make that decision to get that outcome? You or your wife? And at that point, I would have been like, what am I going to say? The prospect. I would have said, oh, well, it's me, but you know, like I just want to do this out of courtesy. And then you can push back. It's like, well, is it more courteous to take ownership of not just your outcome but hers, or put the weight of this decision on her shoulders? Like which is more kind or more courteous? And obviously it's just manning the fuck up. Now, if they're women, it's a little bit different, right? So, Nath, I'll come to you in 1 second. That works really well for men. For
Mhm.
women, which Guy, like you're probably going to be dealing with them a little bit more. Sebastian, that frame is going to be really good for your clients. Same with you, Nath, because those guys are like blue collar, they work hard, you know, they're the breadwinners, blah, blah, blah. That's going to work really well with them. For women, it's a little bit different. They're looking for permission, but we need to reframe it as support. So this is a Hormozy thing, actually. I learned this from Hormozy because he would sell a lot of fitness packages to women. But basically, like if they say, "Oh, you know, I really want to do it, but you know, I just really want to speak to my husband because whatever." It's like, okay, well, like, does your husband not trust you to make the right decision? No, he does. Does your husband support you? Yes, he does. So, okay, well, like, are you looking for permission or are you just looking for the support? I'm looking for the support. Well, do you not already have that from him because he is your husband? It's like, okay, well, like, what if, you know, if your husband is the one, because they probably often say the husband's the one that brings in all the money. It might be the husband's money that they need to spend if they're just getting started in business, whatever. They're like, oh, you know, it's kind of his money, blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, how proud you can and frame it like this, like how proud would he be if you take ownership of this to bring more income to the family and help him out and take some stress off his shoulders. So it's always framing them making the decision today as the best thing for the partner, not the other way around. It's
Mm.
always just reframing everything, right? Because they think that talking to their partner is the right thing to do. We need to make them see that actually it's not. So yeah, does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, a lot.
I might actually transcribe this video and maybe script that out, but you guys will obviously have the recording. So I think the reason I went with partner first, I kind of thought we'd get here, is because I've a lot of other people I'm working with are kind of struggling with this. So that's a really good way of doing it. Now, Nate, did you have a question?
Forgot my question.
Oh, good brother, that's totally fine. Yes, Ski.
Is there any situation where you literally say for them to call the partner on the call or
Yeah, so good question. I used to do that, to be honest, and but I think it really it depends. This is a tough one because it does depend. Like you can ask them kind of casually, right? Like, ah, just give them a call. But I think in reality, we really need to like get them to man the fuck up and make the decision. If it's a man or a woman, just for lack of a better expression, right? Like this decision is about them and their business, right? Like really what we're doing is just holding up a mirror for these people to take ownership and responsibility of their future. That's it. So yeah, we can fuck around and I've done it before. You know, I've got the partner on the call, but the partner often gets on the call and derails the call. So that's something you want to maybe avoid. I've even said to people like, you know, pay now and I'll refund you the money in 24 hours if your wife wants to divorce you. But it's like you don't need gimmicks, I don't think, to actually do this well. You just need to like show them it's like, you know, you love your partner, you want the best outcome for your partner. You getting a good outcome inadvertently is the best thing for you can do for your partner. So let's focus on you making the decision. That's really where we just need to take it, right? And a lot of the time people will really like be like, wow, like that's amazing, you know? Like if you guys, I mean, you guys have all, I mean, you've invested in this, you've invested in coaching, I'm sure, like there was people that probably depended on you when you made those decisions. And there was definitely people that that decision had an impact on. But you guys still made the decision because if it worked, that outcome was going to have a positive impact on that person. And that's all you have to, that's the frame you hold. So it's less about knowing the words and more about the outcome you're trying to achieve, which is get the person who's on the call to realize that them taking responsibility for the decision is the thing that's going to help both people the most.
Mhm.
Queens?
Yeah, that's very clear. The reframing of like the decision they can make today will have a future positive outcome on the partner. And then just trying to get clear on the responsibility on the business, on the personal side, try to line both of them and make sure they are the ones in the middle to make the bridge between them.
Exactly. And like, you know, a lot of even these people, you know, if you do a really good discovery and you actually like get them to admit that it's more about their family, why they're doing this than themselves. I mean, you get to the end of the call, it's like, mate, you told me 30 minutes ago that the main reason you're doing this is to see your kids and your wife more. Now you want to go see your wife and put another fucking decision on her plate. You know, if it's a man particularly, like they have kids, the wife's got a lot is busy with the kids. It's like, dude, grow some balls, you know, don't put another burden on your partner, essentially. So yeah, that's kind of I'm glad that we went with that one because that's I think that's going to be quite helpful. All right, so Sebastian, just because you've been away, let's go.
Yeah,
So, all right, what's your
so we start with solar, let's say solar.
I'm going to all right, take it away, man.
All right. So so I start with price, right?
Yeah, but just do a real simple price. No need
Okay,
to.
okay. Yeah, so to work with us, the investment is 3,000 euros plus 25 euros of ad spend every day for the next 90 days.
Okay. It's a little bit more than I expected, so I will have to kind of just get back to you on that one, to be honest.
All right, not a problem at all. Just to make sure about everything, in terms of the process, I explained you and everything. Do you feel that it is the solution that you are looking for right now in terms only of the solutions?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I am definitely looking for someone to do ads and kind of get my marketing in a better position. Um, but you know, it's something that I haven't actually kind of looked into too much before, so I wasn't sure how much it was going to be. It's a little more than I expected, but I am looking to actually do something. So yeah, I mean, I think it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some. Sure. And So just to maybe help you just to understand things a little bit more clearly, um, in terms of the solution I'm offering, do you feel like this can bring you to your monthly revenue goal of X euros per month? That is to say, I think we talked about, and it was about more than doubling your revenue goal, which would be 100,000 per month.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, like if you can get me those 30 leads that you say you can, right, every month, like that's double than what we have at the moment. So I would say yes, it can definitely get us there. But again, just kind of figuring out how this would look in practice. I just need to kind of do a bit more thinking, understanding about that, basically.
Mhm. Okay. And just so I can make sure about everything, why do you think that's the solution in terms solely on solution? What do you think that doing ads and everything is the solution just to bring you the 30 leads and get to your revenue goal?
Well, I mean, we just don't do it right now, right? So, like, all of our competitors do this except us, which I think in hindsight is probably the thing that has kind of hurt us a little bit. So yeah, like I said, man, I'm looking to do something. It's not something I've done before, so yeah, just need to do some numbers and calculations, and I can kind of get back to you.
Yeah. All right. And so speaking about calculations, just to be clear and just to make myself a little bit more clear, in terms of investment, is the 3,000 euros doable for you right now?
Um, so yeah, I mean that's kind of what I have to look at, but I guess, I think probably would be fine.
Yeah, and then what do you mean look at? What exactly would you look at about this investment?
Just like cash flow, kind of need to dig into the cash flow, understand that a little bit more. Um, but we're already we're doing like 50K, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I guess you're doing 50Ks right now, so I suppose at 3,000 you have those 3,000 right now, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I
can
mean,
you?
yeah, I mean, look, I could definitely make it work. So I probably just need a couple days to kind of dive into that. So just pause. We're gonna
Mhm.
keep going. What do you think my objection is?
So it started with, I thought it was an objection about money, but obviously money is a smoke screen because you make, so I don't know if you change it midway but that's what happens. Because you're making 50, you're making enough money. So I don't really think it's money. I think it's just uncertainty, just fear, covered up by money,
Yep. Good.
issue.
You're spot on, and it was exactly. But do you? I said it twice again, but do you think you know which fear it is?
Yeah, it's fear of having never done
Perfect.
marketing.
Yeah, nailed
Yeah.
it. Fucking great job. Yeah, exactly correct. That's exactly correct. So, um, yeah, good job, man. Okay. The one thing you did miss though was when I said something about money, like after the retie, you went straight to money, but you missed the value question.
Oh, did I?
I mean, unless you asked it a little bit differently and you asked
Yeah,
the same thing. Yeah, so
yeah.
just with the value question, again, obviously, like you're not doing your calls in English, right? But with the value question, it needs to be very, very specific. So let's
Okay,
say
so
we
that's
get
why.
you started and we get you to X. So let's say we get you started, we get you to 100K a month and give you the ability to retire early. Would that be worth the 3K? Now, it's really important that we ask it like that because the value question, again, there's no value to your service unless it gives them an outcome. So
Yeah,
it's not even like, would it be worth getting to 100K? That's not value. Like again, the money doesn't mean shit. The value is it worth spending this money to get the business here so you can have this? So just with that question, I'm assuming in French you probably ask it a little bit more spot on.
no,
But
I just mixed up both questions. Maybe I'll try to
That's
go
fine.
because I try to do it just by
Yeah, but that's fine. Okay, cool.
remembering
The
everything.
first
Yeah,
few questions were great. Just the value question, a little bit more specific than money. Guy, do you have
yeah.
a question, man?
Yeah, just a quick
Sorry.
one. And that's on me probably because not seeing enough, not seeing yet the last module. But when you go for like money, partner, time, then the only thing to go is the four types of fear. Is that correct?
Correct. But
Okay,
but
okay.
it's interesting because Sebastian did a great job of identifying already what the objection is going to be just in the retie. And
Mhm.
typically that's how it works. So
Yeah.
in the retie, typically someone's going to say either I don't have the money, I need to speak to my partner, I don't have the time. Those are logistical
Mhm.
ones. Those ones are kind of easy to spot. Oh, he's frozen.
Am I?
No, no, not
No,
you.
Guillem. He is
Can you hear me
Yeah,
still?
it's on me.
Portugal
It's all right.
frozen.
It's all right.
Let's change again. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, I'm back again. Yeah,
Yeah.
so and when you
Yeah.
when oops, let's say,
No, go on, go on. I can hear you.
yeah. No, I was just checking the internet because I was having breaks. So when Sebastian identified the fear, should he go directly to the fear or still go to let's say to partner or time before?
Always go to logistical objections first. Always.
Okay.
Always
It's
go
a
to
must.
money. Always go to money.
Always, yeah.
It's just kind of like it's just good to know what it's going to be. I mean, if I had said it like a lot, like for example, just quick pause, like burnt in the past, for example. If someone's like, "Yeah, dude, it looks great, but I just said I would never get started with an agency," like you're gonna have to tackle it a little bit earlier.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
essentially, like it depends on the severity of the fear. If it's like very, very, very big fear objection, there's no point talking about money until you've kind of got a little bit of a gap because that fear is going to be shadowing any certainty. But
Yeah.
I was still pretty confident, but I just never done it. So now Sebastian did a great job. We're going to go into that now and you'll see how that works. So Sebastian, I've got the money. Let's just tick that box and just carry on. I'll set the timer again. So you did that in 4 minutes. Great job.
Okay. Do we do partner and time or?
Yeah, just like you can just for argument's sake, ask me
Okay.
both those questions.
Yeah, sure. Handsome. And so, in terms of the business, is this only you that is owning the company and deciding, making all the decisions?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just me, man. Yeah, just me.
Yeah. And in terms of the solution, is this something that like that you want to get, or like a better word, like immediately? Is this something that you're looking to implement in the next weeks?
Yeah, definitely. Like we definitely want to get this set up, as soon as possible. Like I want to get the leads as quick as possible, right? But honestly, just if I can just have sort of like, maybe like 2 days to kind of sort of think about it, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not a problem. I completely understand that you might have to think about everything. So you mentioned that it was like maybe the fact that you never worked with the agency before in terms of doing that. That's the thing that makes you want to think about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I just don't really know exactly how to, go about making this decision. I don't have any reference point, so I just feel like I need to spend a little bit more time making sure it's the right one.
And when you mean making to think a little bit more, having more time to think about everything, don't you think that in order to judge if a solution is good or not, it might be actually better to actually try one because it's a chicken and egg scenario, right? If you don't have had past experience, you cannot judge them, and then you cannot make your mind about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I just think I would hate to make the wrong decision.
Yeah, understand. Everyone, no one likes to make a wrong decision. But what in your mind needs to line up so this decision is not actually wrong?
Um, I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I don't know. More of like a gut feeling, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, just to be honest with you, Luis, because obviously I tried to explain to you the process. I just mentioned the few case studies we have and everything. So our solution is just exactly what you are looking for. You agreed on me about that. So I'm just actually trying. Maybe it's just like for some reason you don't exactly trust me, or I said something about the process that you didn't like.
Mhm. No, I mean, I trust you, man. Like you seem like an expert. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's not that. I think, is it not? It's just kind of always how I've done, I've always made decisions like this. And, I feel like it's kind of normal to go away and sort of think about something a little bit before you get started.
Sure, absolutely. So you mentioned that that's the process you always do. You always want to think about it. But I mean, right now the solution you're in is not optimal, right? Like you haven't achieved your goals, which are about 100,000 euros per month in terms of revenue, and the way you think might have shaped the situation you are right now.
Mhm.
So what I'm actually offering you is like a new perspective of making a decision. Obviously not trying to pressure you into anything, but just to say you that maybe you should opt out of the chicken and egg scenario, right? And just maybe try a new solution.
Yeah, okay, cool. Pause. So that was just under 5 minutes. So good job. The best thing is I know that you know where you're going, which is great. Like you know where you're trying to go. I'm gonna say probably just because you don't do your sales calls in English that like the wording is a little bit more difficult. But basically the most positive thing is you know that like you're trying to get me to understand that the fact that I haven't taken action. Oh, am
Yeah, I can hear you. You are like yeah,
yeah, sorry.
I guess internet.
Yeah, the fact that I haven't taken action and taken a step forward is the reason I'm where I am right now. Perfect. Great job. I guess the only thing would be is again, it might just be a language barrier, but asking it in questions rather than making statements.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the
that's
big
just
one.
me not having the questions
Yeah.
because I've studied the process, but I have not still dabbled into the exact question and everything. So not so much a wording problem, more about script problem. And so, yeah,
Yeah, but even again, those scripts like they're teaching tools, right? Like you don't
yeah,
have to follow them. But every time in objection handling, like, the less you can talk, the better, essentially. The
yeah, I
less
should have
word-
asked
yeah.
questions.
The less words you can use to get your point across, the more likely you're going to close a deal, genuinely.
Okay, okay.
Because we want the prospect to think and we want the prospect to tell us what they should do.
Mhm.
I'm going to tell them what to do. Yeah, Guy, what's up?
Yeah, so in the middle board, in the four types of fear, I know that you give the structure there. In the videos or somewhere else, is there like a really specific questions like you have on the money, partner time, and value, retire, etc.
For the fears.
For each one? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all broken down in that last module.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's okay, so there are scripts for all of it, right? But I mean, yeah, there are scripts for all of it, and the training's gonna kind of explain things. To be honest, though, the biggest needle movers for fear objection handling is just training. Like that's gonna be like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So that's why these calls, I mean, that's why I wanted to do like these kind of calls, right? Is because the more practice we can do, the better. So yeah, does that kind of make sense?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Alrighty. Nathan.
Shoot.
All right, hold on. Let me think of one that I've never given you before.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you need to get better.
I
Um,
know. A lot of people have been saying it's expensive.
oh, beautiful. I was literally okay. I don't think. All right, perfect. Just show me beautiful, expensive.
Cool. So to get you on board today, we work on a 4 month basis, and it would cost $6,000 to get the lead gen, the nurturing, and the database reactivations.
6K. That's a lot, man.
I mean, compared to what? Like, I get 6K compared to dinner is extremely expensive, but 6K to a Lamborghini is completely cheap. So what's it compared to?
I mean, I've had some calls with other people, and it's typically a little bit less, but um, I don't know. I guess it just seems a little bit expensive, I guess.
Fair enough. Money aside, would you do it?
Um, what, like if it was free?
Yeah, money aside. We're just talking about what we do right now, the process, the system. Would you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I like what you do, man. It's just a little bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be.
Like, yes, and like, maybe it might work. I kind of want this, or like, yeah, this is the thing that is going to be able to get me there.
I mean, I think it can get me there, definitely. But again, like, I just don't know if I'm willing to pay 6 grand to get there.
Cool, fair enough. Do you mind? Do you mind if I offer a bit of a different perspective?
All right, pause. So,
I rushed it.
yeah, you need chill, bro.
Okay, restart.
So, yeah, restart. Just like, okay, if someone says it's expensive, don't attack it there.
Okay,
Just literally, it's like, fair enough. I can appreciate that. I like the question, like, okay. And again, you just need to like come down a bit, right? So it's like, okay, cool. Like you mentioned it's expensive. Like, I guess expensive. Did you have something in mind, like compared to what? Right? Just pull that back. I might have said, oh, I've spoken to other agencies. It's like, okay, fair enough. Well, like, in terms of the process, and then just follow the retie all the way through until money, and that's when you can tackle the expensive thing,
okay, cool.
right?
All right,
So I just said, oh, it's a bit expensive, man. I don't know, more than I thought.
cool, fair enough. Money aside, would you do it?
Um, I mean, yeah, I guess, like, yeah.
Yes or you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like sort of what I would be looking for, yeah.
Cool. How come, what makes it stand out? What's the thing that makes you think it can get you to that stage?
Well, obviously the database reactivation is great because it allows me to um, get more jobs and get more listings without spending any money on advertising. I definitely like that. Yeah, no, definitely.
Cool. So hypothetically, right? Let's say we did get you onboarded today for that 6,000. Like all of our other clients, it would be giving you the goal to close, 2, 3 deals a month out. That would be anywhere from 14 to 21,000 a month in commission.
Mhm.
Do you think that would be worth 6K to you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, right?
Cool. So it sounds like it's something that you would want to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess on the face of it, yeah, it's just more like it's just a bit more than I kind of thought.
Cool. Just be a bit transparent with me, and it's going to be a bit of a direct question. How is 6K doable for you today?
Um, yeah, I mean, I could probably make it work, but I'm just not sure that I'm willing to kind of fork out that kind of money
Okay.
at this point.
Okay, fair enough. Do you do you mind if I offer a little bit of a different perspective?
Sure.
So when you say it's expensive, right, what are we comparing it to? Are we comparing it to a $6,000 dinner or the 14 to 21,000 deals you're losing without this system?
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you put it like that, yeah.
Is it which one is it more expensive towards?
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, losing the deals is more expensive for sure.
Okay. So kind of be transparent with me, man, right?
Mhm.
If I get that we're expensive and I take pride in that because this is an analogy I use, by the way. I've got 2 cars, right?
Mhm.
One of them's my daily, the other one's a bit of a fancy one. The first one's like $1,000 car. What car do you think I have?
I have no idea. I don't really know cars that well.
It's
Some
probably it's
some
probably
bucks.
exactly. I have another one that's worth 50 grand.
Mhm.
What car do you think that is?
BMW, Audi.
Look, man, everything towards price is kind of associated with a little bit of value, right? What I think I'm doing, I'm literally providing you with, you know, quite literally 14 to 21,000.
Pause because you're just trying to justify too hard. You're
Can I
trying to
say where I
justify.
was going with it?
Yeah, where are you going? I mean, yeah, where are you going? I
I was
mean,
going to say, you assume the more expensive one was automatically better.
yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, no, I get it because you've got the same analogy, like basically the quality. It's like
Yeah.
the analogy that I use sometimes. Like, do you have an iPhone? And they're like, yeah. It's like, well, why didn't you buy a Nokia? It's like because the iPhone's better. It's like, well, they do the same thing, but that's only the analogy that you used only really works if I'd said I would want to go for the cheaper option,
Okay.
not that it's just expensive.
Okay, where would you go with that?
Okay, let's flip it around. Do you guys, if you guys have like another 10 minutes, I'd love to just stay on this for a sec. Okay, because this is something that I've figured out recently. So, all right, I'm just going to drop price. Nathan, you just be the prospect. Okay.
Okay.
So to work with us at 6K.
6,000
Yeah.
for 4 months.
For 4 months. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a little bit expensive. Like, it's a little bit out of my budget.
Oh, okay. Were you expecting something else?
I mean, I was just expecting something more like affordable.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. Look, money is the easiest part, man. I don't want you to worry about that. But just like in terms of everything that we've gone through, do you actually feel like this is kind of what you're looking for?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, cool. And like obviously all I care about is getting you to, 100K a year. So like a month, sorry. So like do you actually feel like this could get you to 100K? Because that's all that really matters.
I mean, yeah, if the systems and stuff were in place, yeah, it could.
Yeah. Really, what stands out about the systems and
I
those?
don't know. I guess it's just having a predictable way to get clients.
Okay, and you feel like I can provide you that because I really that's all that matters.
I mean, yeah, for everything you walked me through, yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, I know you mentioned it's a little maybe more expensive than you thought. I can appreciate that. But let's just say we got you onboarded and we actually got you an extra five listings a year and you had the ability to take a bit of time off, spend it with the wife. Would it be worth the 6K to you?
I guess so. It's just a little bit out of the budget right now.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. Like in terms of finances, we can get into that in a second. But I guess like you having that kind of outcome that we spoke about earlier, because you want to spend more time with the wife and the kids, right? Like, would you pay 6 grand to have that? Just hypothetically.
If I was able to make sure it fit in the budget, yeah.
Okay. Well, do you not like your kids that much? No, I'm just messing with you, man. No, I get it, man. That's fair enough. I can appreciate that. So, like, it kind of sounds like money aside, this is sort of something that you want to do. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, cool. So the 6K is not doable. Is that kind of where we're at?
I would, it's just a little bit steep right now.
Hmm.
Like I would have to fit into the budget, etc. It's just a little bit, it's a lot.
Quick pause. This is the thing I want to show you guys. Ready? So plug back in. Okay, fair enough. So like when you say like it's expensive, I mean like I guess without the systems, how many listings do you think that you're missing out on every single year?
It could be like 20.
Okay, and like what's 20 listings worth to you every year?
I want to say like 100,000.
Okay, so like what's more expensive? Getting this service or missing out on 100K every year?
Obviously the 100K.
Right. So when we look at it like that, is this really expensive, or do you feel like it's more expensive to carry on without having the systems and processes in place to get predictability in your income?
I don't know. Like it's just I would do it right. It's just expensive. Like I just don't. It's not within the budget right now. I've got bills and everything, you know.
Okay, pause. So, do you see what I just reframed the expensive part? So now we're talking budget because it's expensive isn't a money objection. That's a value objection. So I've reframed the value, reframed it being expensive, and now you've brought me back into money logistical world. So now I can just go into payment plans and I can go into whatever, deposit if I really have to. But like if you give me, it's expensive, like I'm like, well, mate, you like we already covered that, right? So let's just plug back in. Okay, so like when you say the budget, like what does that mean?
Just the 6 grand right now is just a bit expensive. I wouldn't be able to do that today.
Okay, no, fair enough, man. I can appreciate that. So, like, if you don't mind being transparent, like, where are you kind of at money wise, like financially wise, to maybe invest in, the future and the tools that you kind of need?
I don't know, man. I was thinking more like $500-600 a month.
Okay, I'm just gonna make up some payment plans for you. Okay, but like, I guess,
Lowest payment plan is 1.5 a month.
okay, cool. Okay, fair enough, man. I can appreciate that. Like, again, if you don't mind sort of like being transparent with me though, obviously I'm on your team. I want to get on your side of the table. Like, what do you have at the moment, kind of like liquid, just to invest in something like this, and maybe we can make something work?
Like 2.5.
2.5. Okay. Like, if this was 2.5K for the 6 months, would you do it?
100%.
100%. Okay. Why?
Because I think it's the thing that would be able to get me to where I want to be.
Okay, cool. So, like, what if I could get you in for just under 2K, just to get you in and get you started, so I don't leave you on the street and put you in a tough spot? If I could do that, would you do it? I don't know if I can, but would you?
I mean, if we got 6K, sorry, if we got 2K today, when would be the next payment?
So, quick pause. Cool. I'm just like laddering down. Now it's going to be fear of the next. It's just fear of the future now. So we've taken it's too expensive to fear of the future, which is I can handle, right?
Okay.
This is I can deal with. Super simple. So I'll just keep going. All right. Well, like let's just say, man, we wait. So it's 1,500 over 4 months.
Yeah.
Cool. So like if I could get you in for 1,500, okay, over the next every month for the next 4 months, would that kind of fit within the budget a little bit better?
It will definitely help.
Okay. Like it would definitely help as in like, yeah, that's kind of gonna work for me, or like you're still on the fence with that one.
I don't know, man. It's just a little bit expensive still.
Expensive in terms of the upfront investment or overall?
It's more like it's just not in the budget.
Okay, but like where are you building this budget from? A place of
With
what
how
you,
many deals I'm closing right now.
but are you happy in that place?
No,
So why are you making decisions from that place?
because it's what I have right now.
But do you want to stay where what you have right now?
No.
Okay. So what do you need to do to get to the point where you want to go?
I guess I would need to put myself in a position where I would have that money.
Exactly. But how are you going to get that money?
I guess wait another like month or two and put that investment down.
Okay. So when you say wait another month or two, what's going to happen in the next month to make this easier for you?
I don't know. I got like another listing that might come through, and then that would be able to help pay this, you know?
Okay. So like in terms of the next 30 days, how many listings do am I going to be able to get you? I don't actually know. You're going to have to tell me.
Okay. It would depend. It takes about 2 months for the ads to actually start coming up, and then
But the activation. Okay, basically, quick pause. So you're throwing everything at me, which is great. But now I've got you to the point where it's like, cool, I just want to wait a month. So like we're just chunking down on everything. So now I just want to wait a month. It's the same thing. It's the cost of inaction, right? So I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. So like, I'm gonna get you 5 listings with database reactivation. Okay, how much is that going to be worth? This. And it's like, okay, well, like, how much is it you're going to make without that? It's going to be this. So you're probably missing out on 10K. Do you want to miss out on 10K or not? He's going to say no. Be like, why? Then from there, okay, let's just keep going. So let's say I'm going to get you, okay, cool. I'll just jump back
what's
in.
what's come to my mind is what I would do is I would be like, listen, if we got you onboarded today, I would be able to make you the money to pay for the next payment.
Yeah, I'll go there. I'll definitely go there for sure. But I think that, yeah, definitely. I mean, you can easily go there. It's like, cool, like, the reason we extend the payment plan is because we're so confident that you're going to be able to make the next payment. I don't want to just take $1,500 off you, man. You know, I want to make 6K off you. But that lines up our interests in the best way. There's multiple ways you can do this. But I would always just want to tackle like at the moment, I'm like really big on like cost of inaction, basically. Um, so that's where I would go. And then another one, it's like, okay, well, like if you knew for a fact that I was going to get you 10,000 extra dollars this month, would you do it? You would say yes. So, okay, well, like it's really, is it really about the money or is it the fact that you don't actually think I can get you these listings? Now we're really just isolating it into fear of the future. And then we just reframe and go from there.
Does everything kind of just fall into the fear of the future?
In this one, they're talking about it being expensive, yeah, pretty much always.
Okay.
Right? Because let's just keep going, right? So like just for argument's sake, so um let's just pretend that you just said, it's just still a little bit expensive. Like, what happens I want to wait a month, right? I'd be like, okay, fair enough. Like, if you knew for a fact that I was going to get you an extra 10K this month, would you get started today?
I mean, I guess so, yeah.
But why though?
Because it's just a smart decision.
Okay, but why is it a smart decision?
Because financially, you're multiplying my money.
Okay. And you'd also have money to cover what? The next payment?
I mean, yeah,
So if you had 10K guaranteed coming in, you'd be more than happy with that next payment and it's a smart financial decision to you.
yeah.
Okay, interesting. So I guess like what's making you feel like I'm not going to get you the extra 10K in the next 30 days?
I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, so this is like an easy way to explain it, right? But like from there, now we've taken it all the way from it's expensive through budget, money, payment plan, and we've isolated a singular fear. So instead of handling 10 different things, we just have to handle one. And we can do that, right? Now, and that's basically what I wanted to show you. Any questions on that one?
That was fire.
Cool. No, that's good. That was something I've figured out recently, so I'm glad.
Are you gonna, would you make a list of like all the objections you've ever gotten, like the main ones?
That'd be a long fucking list. I mean, but that's the thing, dude. Like, there's only four objections: money, time, partner, and fear. And then
Okay.
fear of themselves, fear of the past, fear of the future. That's literally it. Because this is the thing. Don't listen to what they say. Listen to what they mean. That's how you be good at sales.
Fire quote.
I stole that from someone.
Fuck you.
But like it's a good quote and it's a good teaching tool. Because it's expensive is like I'm scared of it's the I don't want to spend the money because the if I don't get the outcome, I'm gonna be out of the money. It's like, you know what I mean? Expensive in compared to what? Now, it's a little bit different if someone said, oh, like you're 6K and I spoke to someone yesterday, they were only 3K for the same thing.
Mhm.
This is when you can use the analogy of the phone, the car, whatever.
Is the car analogy good though?
Yeah, I think you could use a little bit of work fleshing out the words. But I personally use the phone one because everyone's got a fucking iPhone. Like, I don't really know much about cars. So like if you use the car analogy, someone might not we might not resonate with them. But the phone one almost certainly will. So it's like, okay, like let's just role play it. Just say it's expensive as compared to someone I went to yesterday.
I don't know, man. Like I spoke to a guy yesterday. He's only charging 600 a month for this.
Oh, fuck. Okay, and it's exactly the same thing, like identical or
I mean, he's doing the lead gen stuff. He's promised me the same stuff. Yeah.
okay. Um, Fair enough, man. I mean, like, why didn't you go with him?
Oh, we had a meeting today, so I kind of wanted to check out what you have as well.
Okay, well, like, what do you feel like your gut's telling you? Like, are you making a decision between me and him or us and him?
I don't know, like I guess I kind of just need to like think about it, sit
Mm.
on it, you know.
Yeah. Are you kind of like you looking for the cheaper option maybe?
It's just more in budget.
Mm. No, fair enough, man. I mean, like, I guess just to maybe like use an analogy, man, like, do you have an iPhone?
Yeah, I do.
Mhm. Why'd you buy an iPhone?
It's a good phone.
But like, what do you use it for?
Some business stuff like meditation,
But like,
calls.
like mainly you use it for what? Call, text,
Yeah.
communication.
Yeah.
Okay. Why didn't you buy a Nokia? It'd be more in budget.
There's just more stuff that the iPhone can do.
Okay. Why didn't you buy a Samsung?
iPhone has better camera.
Okay, but basically what you're saying is with the cost there comes added value and you better user experience.
I guess so, yeah.
Because you could have gone with the cheaper option and got the same thing. At the core of it, you could have got the same thing. You
Kind
know,
of, yeah.
yeah, calls and texts. I'm going to be getting you leads. So is he. But it's everything else that surrounds that that I'm going to do better. So do you want the cheap option or do you want the best? And that's, look, man, it's fine either way.
The best.
Okay. So like, what do you think we should do? It's just like, you know, just trying to kind of work your way through, just making them see like, just changing their perspective on the thing that they're saying, basically.
The one thing that I realize about you is you seamlessly go through objections. Like you connect one to the other, like it's so smooth.
Yeah, like I said, the budget thing.
Yeah, it's like, it goes from one objection and it's not like, it restarts. It's just, it's continuation.
Yeah, that's actually a really interesting point. That's something I'm seeing all of my clients struggling with at the moment across the board is extending the call. Like, just don't like, I don't know if it's just an experience thing. I think it probably is. Like, I've just done a lot of fucking sales calls, right? But like, whatever you have to do to extend the call, just do it. You know, just sit with them. And because you might like ha handle one objection and then handle another and then give up, but you just needed to handle one more. It's like that image of the guy, like two guys mining and the guy's like stopped just before the diamonds and the other guy doesn't. Like that's kind of like, and you just kind of, but again, at the end of the day, at the very core of whatever they say, it's always going to tie back to one of four things: time, money, partner, or fear. And then really fear themselves, fear of the past, fear of the future, fear of you.
Yeah.
That's so you once you like really that really like makes sense. I know you guys all get it.
Can I can I just show what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
So with you, it's just a line, and then every objection is like a little hump, right? And it carries on with that straight line.
Mhm.
And every hump is like an objection. I think with everybody else's, it's soon as they complete this objection and another one arises, they just start another line.
Yeah, you're right. That's an interesting, yes, I would agree with that. So wait, can I draw on this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got price up here, right? And we've got the close down here, okay? Essentially, you've got like the retie, you got money, partner, and time, and then you've got fear. And that's going to be broken up into like a few different things that they say. Now, what I'm trying to do is funnel them down into the close. And what they're trying to do is this is me. They're trying to take us over here. So all I do is I go boom and then back here, boom and then back here, boom and then back here. And I just stay in this, always pushing them towards the close. And then in fear, yeah, they try and like take me all the way up here, back again, and I'm just bring them back down here. And I just work through the layers until I get the deal done, but I stay within the funnel. Always. Always funneling towards the close. Mhm.
Just stay on track.
Yeah, just fucking lead them. Like it's like grab their hand and just yank them towards the like like if you were trying to this is a terrible analogy, but like if you're trying to walk with like a toddler through like a grocery store, right? You're holding them hand, you're not yanking them, but you're like firmly walking them through the aisle and they're trying to grab stuff and they're trying to take you off course. That's how you need to kind of treat the prospects. You need to lead them through every stage, especially like you really need to walk them through the payment, like everything. Walk them through, make them feel comfortable, make them feel heard, but don't let them sell you. They're constantly trying to sell you on the idea that this isn't the right thing for them. You need to sell them on the idea that it is.
So it's like instead of trying to find the perfect road where after every single hump you have to restart, it's no matter how many humps there are, you just carry on with the road until you finish.
Just keep on rolling with the punches. And I think like the skill that you guys should be focusing on developing. Now, it's probably hard to put that on you guys at this point, but like the more you do this, the skill that you're going to really develop is just extending the call. So figuring out things to say, even when there's nothing else to be said. And that just comes with a lot of training and a lot of practice and a lot of time. Like, you know, I've had calls where I've gone through literally all three reframes, used five different analogies, and the prospect's like, I really need to think about it. Now, an easy way to do it, okay, so wait, let me,
And the further you go down the funnel, it's like the
more
more
intense you
intense
are.
it gets.
Yep, good, exactly. So let's say I've used all my reframes, right? And we're like in this stage here. I've used everything I've got, script wise. The easiest way to do it, and he's like, dude, please, I just need to think about it. What I do is I just go back up here. It's like, all right, man, but like honestly, like, do you actually want to do this? Like genuinely? He's like, yeah, I do. It's like, okay, back here. Like, where do you want to go though? Where do you want to get to? I want to get here. Why? Because of this. What happens if you don't? Because this happens. And you really want to do this and you think it's worth it and you've got the money. Yeah. All right, why don't we just get you started, man? Just trust me. I'm going to get you where you need to go. And if he's like, I can't. You sure? You really want to, like, you know what I mean? You just like use the leverage from the retie to restart. It's just this like, really, it's like retie, um, desired consequence sale. And you just do this. Like this is the very most basic version of objection handling, even without any reframes or any scripts or anything. It's like, do you definitely want to do this? Where's it going to get you to? What happens if you don't do it? Should we get started? You just do that over and over again in different words, but in a downwards fashion.
Okay.
Yes, Sebastian.
Yeah, let's say so the code is taking along and everything. And so what I would see my prospect try to do is like opt out of the call, like finding a way to opt out, like say, yeah, I'm sorry, but I need to go and everything. So how would you go about this situation? The call is taking a long time in this specific kind of situations.
Okay, so the call's like going on for like an hour and a half, and they're like, I really
Yeah.
need to go.
Mm.
Yeah, cool. So if we come back to the whiteboard, it's what Nathan said. Like at that point, so as time goes on, right? So this is time, this is intensity. So you just need to be more intense with the words that you're saying as the time goes on,
Okay.
right? So they're like, dude, I need to get off. I'd be like, let's say I'm right up here. I'm throwing a Hail Mary at this point. Is like, dude, I really need to go. And I'll be like, look, Sebastian, you may or may not need to go. You might just want to get off this call because I'm pissing you off and you don't like me. But honestly, man, like you told me 30 an hour ago how important this is for you, your family, and what happens if you don't get there. And I believed you, man. So I can't let you off this call morally without doing everything I can to get you started today.
Mm.
So how do you put yourself and your family, like you told me an hour ago, in the best position to have the right outcome? How do you do that today? Like that's kind of like the, and you can hear like the intensity. That's like the Hail Mary kind of.
Yeah.
Because at
Okay.
the end of the day, like the reason we take them through the discovery is because like if someone tells you all this stuff and you present them a solution that's going to help them get there and they don't want to do it, it's like hold them accountable to the words they say.
Mm.
You need to just hold them accountable by again putting up a mirror. You just hold them accountable to the fact that they want to help their family or whatever, retire, anything like that. And you just make them realize that they're the thing that's getting in the way of their outcome.
Okay.
And it's their fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nath?